What is up, team? Week 11, penultimate week of the training program. So as I mentioned last week, I've had to shift my Saturday training to today just because I wasn't able to get it through last week. I was just shattered from my work travel. So today I did a run instead of a cycle. I just thought it'd be nice to be out on a run. The weather's gorgeous and be easy to get out the door. Also, I'm doing a lot of cycles this week because of extra training, so I thought best just to mix up a bit. I still feel really groggy. I just didn't eat that well and rest and hydrate as well as I'd like to have done. So today's was pretty painful. So I took the intervals I was supposed to be doing last week and just convert them to my running equivalent effort. And you see my training plan for the week, it takes away my rest day from Monday. So yeah, it's definitely been really intense. I'm disappointed with things from that run. I think just I had a feeling of fatigue, some soreness from running, which I didn't think would be there, and just a bit of lack of fitness. Now it could be just conditioning, could be just the fatigue, it could just be a multitude of factors. I need to really go back to the drawing board and think about that. But that's for me to figure out and make sure I'm ready for the next session. But I'm happy with that run overall in terms of being able to get out there and do it, especially with the current level of fatigue I'm feeling. Near the end of the run, I just was climbing some stairs and yeah, my quads had nothing left. I could tell it didn't push really hard. So maybe for the cycle this week, I might just reduce the intensity for myself personally and focus on recovery, diet, nutrition, yoga maybe. So I want to make sure I'm fully fit and hydrated and energized for the day. I actually received my number today in the post for Ride London Day, so I'm really excited. It's kind of come to fruition and it's come about really fast. I can't really grasp the concept yet. I think the next few days will start sinking in, especially because there's no expo like the marathon. It's kind of a different kind of lead up to the race, so it's going to be interesting, no doubt. But overall, excited. What is up, team? Midway through the week, so my Wednesday cycle. It's been a while since I cycled in the rain, and that was good fun. It's all the light sprinkles got a bit heavier, progressive throughout the journey, but I managed to kind of cycle away from the clouds to get some respite from it. Yeah, I didn't feel as in shape. I just not eating as cleanly as I'd like to have done, and there's no excuse for that really. But I still managed to get a decent pace, but I can feel just the lethargy from not going to have the right fueling and right kind of pre-work required for today's cycle. So yeah, I definitely think there's some improvements I can make over the coming 10 days before Ride London, which is kind of crazy. That's so soon, and hopefully all should be well. In the post this week I received my number, so it's starting to get really cemented in my brain now. It's happening, so I'm really looking forward to it. And it's weird because you go through the feelings of like being underprepared, feeling excited, feeling nervous, feeling curious for how the day will pan out. So there's a variety of emotions, and I know I felt this 6 months ago at the marathon. I think it's going to manage that as better, but I think it's a new sport and it's a different ball game completely. So it's quite it still feels like a novel experience, which is quite nice. It just means that I've been able to keep the training period for myself quite fresh, and as well as keep myself engaged in the cycling process to want to keep curious and find out more. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. So yeah, today I'd say it could have been some better cycles, but overall very proud of that. I'm still annoyed by some of the drivers. People don't know how these indicators at roundabouts or main roads, kind of cutting into main roads. There's no indication, and fortunately with my experience of seeing some of these drivers, I've been able to react beforehand and kind of prepare myself, but it's still not great really. So again, my message to other drivers is just be careful, and it makes it so much easier for both people involved. So yeah, so I head back, get some good nutrition in and some rest in, and be prepared for tomorrow's cycle. What is up, team? How's it going? Today's my Thursday cycle. So today I did 3 5-second sprints within an hour cycle. So I had like a warm-up, an endurance cycle, and a cool down, and in the endurance part I did some sprints. To show the difference what better rest and some food makes, I actually cycled faster today, having had a warm-up and cool down in the cycle, more elevation in the climb as well. So it just kind of shows what these small micro habits can do to your training. So if you're getting ready for Ride London or your own training event, try some things that can help your diet and nutrition and rest, and you might see the difference. I was quite scared in the cycle because I kind of got lost in what was really, I guess, a major country road, and I was trying my best to kind of navigate a home, and when you're trying to do that as well as deal with like vehicles, some of them were really close. It's just a bit daunting. I realized why when I first started cycling in this program, why it was so hard, is because you're trying to not only concentrate on where you have to get to and navigate, but also control the bike. But I've seen the progress on my bike. Like I could do more things today than I would have done 8 to 10 weeks ago, easily, or more control and more confidence. Things are really important, like being able to hold my position in roads more, make myself more visible and more prominent where I can, because I'm more aware of kind of the roads I'm cycling on and how to best remind drivers that I'm there. So yeah, it's been quite an interesting ride overall. I still need to buy some proper sunglasses because I've been hit by so many flies in my eyes. It's not great when you're like traveling at 20 miles an hour trying to figure out where you're going. So I need to get that sorted soon because the race is next week. Apart from that, yeah, I'm happy I got the door. I wasn't really feeling a cycle, and it's been quite a lethargic week. I get myself out of that habit, to be honest, but I just kind of show myself that what I can do with the other bike, and it is great weather, so I've been really fortunate today to be back out there again on the roads and enjoy being on my bike and exploring new areas. So it counts as a win. So one thing I learned from an elite athlete, Olympian, in my marathon training was if you show up for yourself in training, 6 out of 10 effort consistently, it does make a difference. And today I felt like I ran out of energy and motivation. I smashed out the park, I think, for the ride I actually did today. So remember to keep showing up for yourself, and I'm sure it'll pay dividends. What's up? Just done my easy cycle today. So today's been a choice between rest or easy cycle. I thought, why not get on the bike, do a 30-minute chill cycle, and it was really nice. It felt weird to be going this slowly on my bike. I think when I first started, it's probably the pace I'd be pushing at, maybe. And it just felt quite nice to be able to control it, enjoy the ride, enjoy the weather around me and the scenery, and just, yeah, felt really relaxed. Like it just felt very odd compared to the previous few weeks I've been training. I normally have been pushing, even my like warm-up cool downs. I've been trying to get myself at higher intensity to some extent, but overall it felt quite nice to be just moving and embrace the scenery. Normally you're kind of looking down at your cyclometer and then looking around the traffic. This time's actually just very peaceful, so I'm really happy with that, and looking forward to my last long cycle before Ride London, my last like long Sunday cycle before Ride London. So yeah, just can't wait to say that out loud. What is up, team? Sunday cycle done, my long cycle done. It was not the ideal start I wanted. My morning alarms did not go off, and I've got some plans for the afternoon that I want to get to earlier, so I pretty much had to get up and just get straight on my bike and go. And to some extent it was quite good. It felt quite instinctive, the things I've learned. At the beginning I was full of adrenaline, and I just felt really positive, make very strong movements through traffic and control myself, and had a really decent pace. real confidence, and it felt good to be able to see the progression of my cycling skills. I think at the beginning I would have been a bit more anticipatory, a bit more, I would say reluctant, but a bit more cautious of how on the bike and dealing with these terrains, and being able to now push and have the confidence to kind of re-accelerate, stay fit, be sustainable by use of power, and actually even get the good peak power as well. I'm really happy about that, so I view this as a really successful ride. And doing the ride, I went to a different route, try to be really efficient as possible so I can come back in time and head out. So I did a few climbs to really stop my legs to get off energy. I tried some new gels today. Obviously, Ride London, I've now found out they offer high five gels and tablets, etc. on the day. So I actually have some electrolyte in my tablets in my water. And I've tried the high five gel today. If I'm being honest, the gel was a bit weird. It has left a weird like sensation in my body afterwards. It's quite cooling. But for some reason, I don't know if it could be the gel or not, the last 15-20 minutes of my ride, I was just blitzing it. I don't know if it's me being in the zone or the gel's working or whatever, but I just felt so in sync with my bike. I was just pacing really high on parts of the routes I've done before, which typically uphill, a bit more difficult and heavy winds. I just kind of blitzed through. So it doesn't mixture my training or just being focused on the bike or the gels, but yeah, clearly had a very interesting effect at the latter end of my ride. 3 or 4 cars started to at separate roundabouts try and undertake me, or to the at roundabouts, or try and do the first X of the roundabout and I'm going straight on, and try to kind of overtake me. It was really weird. It's just like, you're not going to make the time up at a roundabout wherever you're going, and I'm in front of you. So it's just very bizarre that these people are just really stupid. So yeah, don't do Mr. Grey Ford, man, because you were the worst of them all on the road today. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time talking about them because it was really an awesome cycle. As I said earlier, I felt into my bike, and it's the kind of first time like properly in this program I felt just kind of in sync with it. Like my body felt kind of a machine almost. It was just powering through. My bike was just kind of an amazing complement or extension of what I was trying to achieve. So that was something I've been really kind of yearning for, because during the marathon training I felt that it was awesome to kind of feel that on my bike today. Yeah, so really good learning overall for myself. I can't believe it's my last one cycle for London, and I'm really excited just to be there the day now. After the week, it's gonna be Ride London. I couldn't find these figures, so I couldn't find more recent ones. But in 2017, 12.5 million pounds raised for charity from Ride London. So it's an amazing race, not only for people pushing themselves, but also for the amount of money that is raised to support amazing causes across, I guess, the UK and worldwide. So I know people support me in season 1 with donations, and season 2 with merchandise. There's also money going to charity. So it's a small part, but it's making a huge difference. So just say thank you to those who supported me on this journey, but also those supporting others in the Ride London training, and also kind of massive charity challenges. So with that, that's week 11 done. I don't know how I'll do week 12, how I'll present it, but yeah, I'm ready to go now for Ride London, so let's get this. So take care, have a great week, and I'll see you next time for Ride London. Peace.